I want to welcome all again and thank you all for coming and showing up into the Bahamas Team Build Co-Founders on Passive webinar, a unique webinar that is about to take the Bahamas by storm. It is our intent to expose this company, this opportunity, this business to all Bahamians across our land. And it starts with you and I for us to continue to tell others about such a great company as this that we came upon. Welcome again. And for those of us who are already planted in the company as founding members, we are very fortunate to have gotten when we did. And even for those who may be coming thereafter, they still will be fortunate for catching the founders train that is on its way to great heights, great benefits for all who are on board. A train that has been started from 2018 and has picked up more momentum even at 2021 than the day it first began. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody thought that it might have been able to reach this far. We are simply here because of the vision and the purpose of a highly charged, motivated CEO, founder and leader of this great pack of people that is moving along in the Unpassive vision, none other than Mr. Ash Mufara himself. We are so grateful for his vision, for his vision has already cost thousands and even now million plus people to ignite and to burn with the hope of a better day financially. It is nothing short of a miracle, hard work, and determination to see a company that is on the verge of becoming a unicorn style company before it even opens to the world. This is a great achievement on behalf of Mr. Mufara and credited as he does to all of the hard-working Unpassive co-founders members. It is good to know that we are following one who has his feet planted very, very firmly in his belief for the betterment of mankind everywhere. I am so much encouraged, motivated, and happy to know that he has a heart for the people and it's not selfishly driven. Wealth is good, but wealth is even better when it can be shared upon or amongst other striving people. We say that ONPASSIVE is a company with heart. And because of that, I am so impressed that the company will take such measure as it does right now to put people first and the dollar bill last. So for those of us who has taken this vision and who has came along the pathways to achieve all of our dreams, goals, and aspirations, we can now begin to feel a sense of livelihood one more time again, sense of purpose, and knowing that all is good with our financial future. It is good. So for that reason, I say to you members, continue on building, continue on trusting and believing in this company, continue on telling others about it. Everything is going to start to take shape as it is right now, and we're going to see even more exposure of the GoFundMe ONPASSIVE company. You're going to see it evolve in such a way that it's going to really impress us a whole lot. We are now waiting for the founder's office to come on mainstream, at least the new founders back office for the members. That will be coming on stream in short order. You know that Mr. Mafara is presently engaged, moving about through the various states of the United States of America, making known our company to the masses. We can now boast ourselves of now having 1 million plus founding members. And we ought to be proud about it, happy knowing that we have played, even if just a small part in that number or that growth. In short, we are building our legacy. And the company is building a legacy for us. I have some background feedback. For those who still have their mics open, can you mute your mic for me, please? Thank you. Okay. Many people are asking and wondering, how is it that ONPASSIVE is taking so long to start up? We don't want to go into the logistics of it, but we know that ONPASSIVE is a company right on time. And based on what it has to offer us, it is no way short of being behind time. In fact, when we measure the standards of it compares to other companies of the same mindset and product driven, ONPASSIVE far outweigh its accomplishments in terms of its completion compared to those other companies. The average company in the technological industry who boasts themselves today of having millions of followers took in the area of 5 to 10 years to start up. ONPASSIVE is doing it in record time. Could you please mute your mic for me, please, Mrs. Small? I think some feedback coming from you. Thank you. Yes. So we have now come the journey of 2021. We have been through 2020, and it was purposely said that ONPASSIVE was to launch it at that time, but because of some other necessities in which Mr. Mafara seemed fit to put within the company, and to allow for even greater quality of the company to come forward, we had gone and delayed from 2020 now into 2021. As founding members, we did not get tired of Mr. Mafara's vision, because we know that he is a man who delivers with top quality. He is a person who believes in over delivery. And we can see that by the numbers being had in the company. So we are much fortunate at this time. Now, as much as we talk about it being built, ONPASSIVE is being built even now. We're waiting on the soft launch or the opening of ONPASSIVE. Do you realize to know that once the doors are open, the foundation would have already been laid with 1 million plus strong? What do you think is going to happen once he now pulls the switch and deems the company to be now available to enter in for the usage of those products? It's going to be a sight to behold financially. So when he says it's a done deal, we must take it for that. And it's not just words, but we can look at it by the verified evidence that it's more than a done deal. And we are privileged to be a part of that. I like to tell my story of how I first came in this great company. And I came in it at a time when I was looking for another golden opportunity online. And as I do search my emails from various persons that send me multiple offers of many companies and programs, this piece of mail that I got was of the extraordinary, in that it caught my attention that I could not pull away from it. And as I read it, it took me to two particular taping at that time on the site. And I heard Mr. Mafara begin to talk about the experiences of those who are seeking a better life financially and working multiple online businesses and offline businesses. And what he said back then made good sense to me, because I could have identified with everything in which he was saying it, as if it's as if he were talking to me personally when I listened to what he had to say. I thought about it. I slept on it. I got back up and I reread to see if I could understand everything in which was said to me. And the lady who sent the information to me, she probably just was doing marketing, not realizing to know who that piece of information would hit. But I am so grateful that the Lord had allowed my email to be a recipient of, of that piece of information that day. And I can tell you, all of my motivation took on another dimension. All of my belief for success were ignited again. I began to see myself being successful. When I've learned what this company was about to do for all who would become engaged in it, all who would trust the vision, be patient enough to wait, and be always ready to explain and to move forward with the company. 2018 to now has been a challenging time of journey, both mentally, spiritually, and physically. On this road to our success, many persons might have lost short or fall short on the wayside. Many persons came with other agendas and thoughts for how they think the company should have been or what it should have been doing. Excuse me. But the truth of the matter is, we are founding members and we can only follow the agenda and the purpose and vision of our great leader, Mr. Mafara. And only he alone knows exactly which time that this door should be open. So for me personally, I have stopped worrying. I'm stopped worrying about the actual launch date. I took my mind off what is in it for me alone. And I took on a servitude mentality. And I said, as long as the company takes to open, it gives me other opportunity to see how best I can go out there and share this great company and its vision and purpose with all and whom I come into contact with. And at that time, I looked at the Bahamas. In the Bahamas, as some may call it, a virgin territory. Not much people knows about this great company because we need more soldiers on the field, more determined, high-minded, driven people to propagate this great company. And so I said I will make a difference. And if I could tell with one or two persons about it, I would have been doing my best to help this company along the way. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I was not silent about this great company, wanting to hold it all for myself. And I stopped and I thought about it and I said, what could have happened if I had kept my mouth shut from 2018 to now, just sitting passively and waiting? I would have missed all of the pleasure from this company in terms of watching it grow and become so big. Excuse me. So I can say right now, unequivocally, that I am doing my part. So far today, I've almost hit 50 persons in all bringing into this company. And I'm in no way, shape, or form slowing down now. And because of that, we have now birthed a team of member and family to the Bahamas contingent. Bahamas co-founders team built, and its foundation is beginning to take form and shape that we will never be able to dismantle even if we try. Because for those who have came on board and who have begun to learn the sincerity of this company, the truthfulness of it, and see the mindset behind the company, we couldn't take them out of this company if we put a dynamite underneath them to blow them out. That's what happens when you find a company that works in favor to all the vision and purpose of those of us who wish to become founding members and become affiliate, customers along the way. So I would say to you, my brothers and sisters, take your GoFounders Unpassive company and look inwardly in yourself and build it with your intent in heart as to what you could best offer to ONPASSIVE to help yourself along the way. Things are going to happen, and we're going to have a lot of future history to look upon in the months and years ahead of us. And we would want to know that at the end of the day, that we would have played an instrumental part in shaping our pathways in this company. While we yet wait and see if there's any new person, any new persons inside the house tonight, I mean, who are not founding members. Okay. They could be all our members. Mrs. Small, how are you, ma'am? Mr. Thurston, how was your night? Mr. Rogers, how are you tonight? You have to unmute yourself, Mr. Thurston.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can barely hear you. Your mic is on?
Oh,
Oh, I can hear you now. Yeah.
yes. I had the earpiece on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just
Yeah, I was saying that yeah, I was saying that Patricia Adley, she's supposed to be online.
right.
I don't know if you can see her.
No, I'm not seeing. It's only a few of us in here, and all appears to be members. That's why I'm a little bit
Oh,
hesitant in sharing the presentation. I want to see if any new ones of that y'all might have sent to the webinar show up. But I'm thinking that we
I
all are
think what
members. She got the link?
yeah, I sent her the link. I think what she is doing, she's probably on the main web page as opposed to on the webinar. Let me send her something to see if she could switch.
Yes. You don't want to.
All right, stand by and go and continue on
Okay.
speaking. And let me see if I can relate
Yes.
to her.
So all of us now are seasoned, or most of us, the majority of us who has been on this train for some time are seasoned, not members, not customers, but founding members. And I think sometimes that's where we sometimes goes a little bit off track when we think about us being a part of this company. We are unique and we are expected to produce unique virtues for the company. Once the doors open, we will wear our crown as founding members. And even as we do now, we will take it along with us through every journey of this company. We don't have to ask if the company is going to be successful. We don't have to ask whether or not it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. In our psyche, if you could calculate 1 million people now being present as founding members, times the amount of monies that will be spent on the good products that they will use in this company, and then times their efforts of them going to introduce people to this company to become customers and resellers of it. We're going to have millions of people flocking in the door. And because of that, we're going to have millions of dollars, billions of dollars passing through this company. Company says it will never go on the stock exchange simply because we are its stock exchange. The founding members gets to carry home dividends as the company would then reach its borderline of profitability or profits. It will share a portion of that with its founding members. That's good to know. So we are in a good, favorable position. And I want to implore all of us, think not yourself to be slight in this company. Think not yourself to be average. We are above average founding members. And we want to look at ourselves as that way.
It's a black man or a white man who talking? Just a black one talking.
And so in this case,
This one is a black one.
we are now encouraging our counterpart, our Bahamian family members and friends and neighbors to take a proactive step into the pathways of ONPASSIVE co-founders. For those who trust us and who believe in faith and in this vision, they will never regret it one day in their life. That being said, before I go into the presentation, if anybody have anything that they care to add to that or share, then you can do so at this time. Okay? If not, we'll just hold it off until such time that we come back. But for this time now, for those who might be new, if it's possible, you can show your camera. You can show your face so I can see who I'm talking with rather than names, if you will. Good night, probes. I see probes or probs. Are you a member or a guest?
A guess.
Good night to you, mom. And how is your night going?
Pretty good.
Nice. Okay. I guess you come to hear about this great company and business that we are so excited about and a part of. And we are continuing to share with people like yourself and many others who would listen to us, but for a moment, because we have your interest at heart. It's not just about us. We want to let you know at the offset that everyone who becomes a part of this company is in it to win it. We have no casualties in this company, and everybody comes out a winner. This is a brand new, amazing opportunity called Unpassive. And you will want to listen to us, but for a moment, as we share with you what this company has in mind for you. Perhaps you are looking for a way to make some extra money. Perhaps you've been looking for a long time to make some money. I don't know which program or companies or affiliate programs that you might have been engaged in the past. But for a moment, can you please just open up your mind reservatively for us without having to somewhat go ahead of us, and just listen to us, but for a moment, and then afterward make a conscious decision as to whether or not this company has a benefit for you. Maybe you are being a part of MLM, which is called multi-level marketing. I want to say at the offset, this is not a program. This is not an MLM company. We carry the attributes of some of the principles of MLM, but it's not a MLM company. ONPASSIVE is a brick and mortar company. It's not an affiliate marketing program. And perhaps you are being engaged with programs like that of past, and you have spent many hours upon the internet looking after one program after the next, after the next. How many of us have the emails? And our emails are cram jammed with offers every day of programs and affiliate companies they are asking us to become a part of. Perhaps you might have been one who would have been engaged with Facebook and seeking to make money from that end. Or perhaps you went into Amazon and do an exchange of selling products and services on it. But how did it really work out for you? Or myself or anybody else who was in the trenches doing those things? Did it really make money for us? Or did it allow us to walk across the stage as we represented those companies to receive a big check in our hands for the works we have put into it? If it did, our lives would have been a little bit better and life would have been good for us. And you know, for most of these companies we represent or programs we represented, we brought a lot of people into the doors of these companies of past, putting our name and our reputation on the line for these companies and programs. And what did we get in turn? in turn for what we did. We got disappointed. I myself don't mind the disappointment, but I become very concerned when those in whom I've put my integrity on the line with gets disappointed because it taints my respect and my integrity. Many people tried to make monies with these companies and programs, but never did. They lost more before they made, and more in the thousands. If I can do a tabulation of the monies that I would have lost trying to make it work, make this online company work or these businesses and programs work, I will come up with thousands of dollars in which I would have spent. Or perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who took the reservation and did not venture into these areas. And for that reason, you were able to be spared from some of the heartache in which these programs and affiliate companies or whatever they call themselves would have offered us. But I have some great news for all of us tonight. I am on a mission to share this news with anybody who comes within 10 feet of me or even closer, to tell them about this great company because I believe in it. I trust it. I have studied it. And now I'm testing it. And everything that which I have put myself to prove it by has been nothing short of good. So if I'm receiving good from it, that is the reason why I'm excited to tell persons like yourself and many others. Let's look at the what ifs about this company as we compare it to the what ifs of the other companies or programs. What if there was a real company licensed and registered in 212 countries in the world? What if their product were products you used every day? What if this company did all the work for you? Did all the recruiting? Did all of the selling of the product? Did everything 100% and then paid you the money for doing it? What if it provided you with true time freedom and abundance of living? What if it provided you with generational wealth? What if it even made money for you while you sleep? They are some high claim what ifs. And you might ask or say, is there such a company? And if there is such a company, what is the name of that company? That company's name is called ONPASSIVE. And it may be somewhat unique to you, as it was to me when I first heard it. I have never heard about a company of such a name, but I sure am familiar with the term of being passive. And it told me I could be on passive. ONPASSIVE, we are a global IT company driven by the latest artificial intelligence and machine learning technology. ONPASSIVE is a licensed and registered company in 212 countries around the world. Here's the good thing about ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is currently valued at this present day and time approximately 5.5 billion US dollars, which qualifies us as a unicorn company. It is said that in business terms, a unicorn company is usually a startup tech company which achieves more than $1 billion in revenue in their first 10 years of business, doing something that has never been done before. ONPASSIVE will achieve this status shortly after launch. We are already have over 1 million founding members who saw the vision as we are growing by thousands of founding members per day. That's a good number. The real gem of ONPASSIVE is the CEO. He is brilliant and he has good education. He went to Harvard University and he has a wealth of experience for working businesses online and around the world. He has 20 years experience. In addition to that, we found that Mr. Mufara, he is a very, very down-to-earth person with a gentle smile and a very friendly approach. He is simply amazing. He has the heart for the people of all cultures and nations around the world. And that is being proven. As we can clearly see, 212 countries can agree to this or can attest to that fact. Mr. Ash Mufara had a vision to use the internet to change the world from 2018 of July. He wanted to contribute by turning poverty into prosperity among all peoples of the world. Does not matter your culture, your location, your education. He wants to touch everybody in a fair way. He has a big heart for humanity. ONPASSIVE has a tech team that is bar none. Our tech team is the best of the best in the industry. We will have around 1,000 employees at the time of the launching of ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is the correction to the corruption that's online. All of these scam artists and many of the programs where people are hiding their faces behind the computer and where they are coming up with beautiful sites and causing people's money to be pulled from their pockets into their hands and then disappearing will be corrected by ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE has a full-fledged legal department, and it is registered and compliant within the 212 countries. This is a big deal. ONPASSIVE's executive headquarters is in America, which is situated in Orlando, Florida. ONPASSIVE also has a high-tech company or office in Hyderabad, India. And in this office, they own the full floor or the full building that houses up to 600 to 700 full-time employees. ONPASSIVE also has quality products that will soon hit mainstream internet and the world at large. We have more than 50 products ready to be released, and daily, ONPASSIVE is thinking about different products to introduce to its inventory. So we have good quality products that will catch the attention of all who seek to do business online or offline. In other words, ONPASSIVE is a one-stop shop. Some of the good quality products that will be introduced to the public very soon: O Academy, O Mail, O Post, O Capture, O Virtual, O Bless, O Connect, O Wallet, O Create, O Did, O Shop, O Counting, O Net, O Lead, O Staff, O Trim, O Tracker, O Pair, O Domain. And these are just a few that is soon be released. ONPASSIVE will be appealing or have appealed to not only the individuals, but also to the masses of people of other interests. For example, churches, charities, business, entertainers, influencers, restaurants, you name it, they can use ONPASSIVE. Small, medium, and large enterprises. So if every one of these companies can use ONPASSIVE, what do you think is going to happen once the doors are open? As it stands now, ONPASSIVE is in the movement of pre-launch. And from that stage, it will go into its beta testing. which will be the VIP launch, where the founding members will have the first entrance into the door to try or to utilize these high grade products that will come on mainstream. And from the beta testing, it will go into its final global launch to the public. And once ONPASSIVE tech and legal team gives the green light, the doors will be fully opened. The company will drive targeted traffic to all its customers and founding members and resellers' websites. For whatever it is that you have interest in promoting, you can bring that within the ONPASSIVE company, and ONPASSIVE will then help you drive traffic to your website. In fact, it will drive it there for you. It goes on automatic. To have a business is to have people into the doors of your business. And one of the best places that you can find people walking into your business is to come into a company that will allow traffic to flow into your pathways. They will build the business for you. And you never once have to advertise, because ONPASSIVE will take that weight for you. You know, it has been said by a well-known financial mogul, Warren Buffett. He quoted by saying, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So we encourage you to earn monies. And by earning monies, come and join us in a company that helps us make this money. ONPASSIVE is offering you and I exactly that, making money while we sleep. ONPASSIVE has an acronym called CATMO. CATMO. C stands for Complete Digital Online Solution. A stands for Automatic Artificial Intelligence. This company is going to take on a shift with artificial intelligence like we have never seen it before. That is going to come in sync and synchronize everything for our convenience. And the T stands for targeted traffic. As I said, it will lead traffic to your website. What other interest you might have, it will add more customers into your door. And the M stands for money that it gives us in time, freedom, and abundance of living. And as Mr. Mafaro always says, it's a done deal. We have to believe that. Look at the numbers, and that proves it. It's a done deal. And the O represents ONPASSIVE, which is the unique company you and I are a part of. Passive also gives us the ability to generate generational wealth. It creates residual income for us. And it allows us to receive of all the sales funnels, landing pages that it produces for us, and auto responders, and so much more that it can offer us for its ability to help us get ahead in whatever we do. On passive, what we must realize becomes a plug and play, done for us business. Our new sales funnel built for us per day using AI or artificial intelligence to put everything together for us. It gives us the ability of not having to recruit ourselves. So once we become a part of this great company, you and I can elect to be passive, or we can go ahead and cut time frames. I chose to cut time frame. My choosing of cutting time frame is proven benefiting to me and the others who would believe in cutting time frame. That is why today, when I look, as all of us can look and measure our standards in the company before the company gets to us as to what we do personally ourselves, we can be amazed at what a little effort would do for us. And that's why, while I do not boast about it, I can share it and say to other founding members that the Bahamas Co-Founders team is now almost 300 strong. And I'm amazed because I'm saying, Lord, if I had kept my mouth shut, I might have still been at zero waiting until the company comes to deal with me. And that's the way we must think mentally. We must take our mind off ourselves and think about others. That's why the good book says, cast your bread upon the water, and by many means it will come back to you. When we think about others before we think about ourselves, that's what the blessings will do for us. So I don't know whom you might know, and I don't know how dear they are to you, but touch them before somebody touch them before you do. And that's why I'm making sure that all of my grants are covered with my family. All of my grants are covered with my friends, my neighbors, because when they come back to me and tell me that they are a part of ONPASSIVE, I do not want to hang my head down because I did not tell them at the time that I had to tell them about it. And even if I told them about it and they rejected it at the time that I told them about it, I still am satisfied to know I made an effort to help them, even if it means them catching it, the power of it lately. So I encourage all of us to do it, because if you are in it, quite simply, you will win. You're not going to win only by your own effort. What it means, the cutting time frames, it means that once you begin to start to do that building before the company builds for you, when the company comes to build for you, it builds that much faster. Because now the company not only have to deal with you, it has to deal with you and all of the other risks whom you would have expended the time to bring into this company. And that creates momentum for us. Realizing that all of the founding members will also become customers. And every purchase of the customers puts credit into our pockets on their monthly purchases. And those purchases are not controlled by the member. The only thing that we have to control is our first two payments to this company. The first payment is when we sign up as a founding member for $97 with an additional $5 credit card charge. And we implore you to use your credit card because you can be activated right away. If you're going to use Bitcoin or some other means, you're going to have to give your account time to be activated. So we encourage you to use your credit card or your debit card. And then once the doors open, we pay again as entrance into the company of ONPASSIVE as bona fide customers, the first runner up. And we will be in that area to pay in the area of $250 to $300. It has not been fully determined yet by the company, but we will know as soon as Mr. Mafara deems the door to be open. Now think about this. If you are going to get paid from the customers under you every month, and there are millions of, or there are a million plus founding members now who are going to turn into customers as well. And they are going to be placed under you and driving momentum under you. And their payment that to the company every month comes back in form as a credit to you. What do you think gonna happen for those who would have gone out there and cut time frame and began to build this business the way they should? Or helping the company to build it with its dreams and its vision. A member cannot say they can stop their monthly dues once it starts, because it goes on automatic by the artificial intelligence of this company doing all the hard work for us and collecting those bonuses or those monthly payments of everybody that falls underneath us. And this is the power of what we need to see and understand the position in which we have. And then we will get really motivated about it. Because for everybody who becomes a person under you, they are locked in for life. And that's lifetime earning for you. $97, some people struggle with. I never had a problem with it. And even if it did cost me $1,000 to join this company, I would have still taken the plunge into it for what I'm seeing and understanding of it. Once the VIP launch starts, the $97 price just might increase, because now we have come to a different phase of the founding members' status. Founders will do beta testing of the product, like I said, and we will get to do a test run on them before it hits mainstream world to see if everything works out right. This is when the magic starts to happen. I won't call it magic, but this is when the miracles start to happen. The company begins to build your customer base for you. And you begin to fall in love even more with all the new products that you will encounter. And others too will enjoy these products as they come into the doors of ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE will also run a massive marketing campaign, which is slated to begin at any time soon, using only artificial intelligence and machine learning to get customers signed up in your business underneath you. And these customers are actively looking for the products and services ONPASSIVE and you have to offer. And then once we come out of that beta testing, we goes into the public launch, which is the global launch that will start. Once that happens, no more founders position will be offered. Catch what I'm saying? This founders position or membership we are asking people and employing people to become a part of will soon be a thing of the past. No more will it be said that you can become a founding member of this company once the main launch starts. For no amount of money you would offer the company to become a founding member at this time can get you into the door as a founding member. Customers and resellers will come on board. And if you are a founder, because of this, you will smile very broadly. And then we will be given rights to our founders' wallets, because we will love all those great big apples that will be produced in the company for us. And we call the apples, in short, that's what we call your profits or your monies that you would earn from the company. Non-founders at this time who will wish to become founders again or become founders, they will be very unhappy because they would have missed the founder's position. When they had the time to do it, they did not do it. They took it lightly. ONPASSIVE has a unique patented pay plan. And this pay plan is so patented that Mr. Mufara refuses to expose it, to the open world, because there are many copycats. And there are many people who would want to copy what ONPASSIVE is doing and may malign the intents and the purpose of this company. For that reason, we will not see the pay plan until such time that we enter the back office of ONPASSIVE. And in fact, I don't even know if it's going to be exposed there, because Mr. Mufara says this is so unique that he may not even expose it. All we will know is that monies will be coming in our account processionally. And we will be delighted much for what we will see in these accounts. We will get paid in real time as a product is sold and customers buy. Whatever commission is coming from those purchases will land into our wallets. And I say wallets because there are two wallets. One wallet is for the gathering of our monthly dues from the profits earned within the company. And then the other wallet is the O wallet, whereby after the company would have been satisfied with our monthly dues being met, everything thereafter becomes profitable to us and lands into our O wallet. This is our wallet bank of the world. And once monies are there, it is yours to take out at any such time that you choose. You don't have to wait for a month, a week, or a day. At any time, you will be able to subtract funds from that account to bring home to your liking. Founders will pay a one-time subscription of about $250 to $300 to activate their accounts as customers and resellers. Once out of pocket, and after that, the subscription comes out of profit. So don't let nobody tell you that this is a company that you join and you have to pay month after month out of your pocket. I'm telling you, ONPASSIVE is different. There ain't much companies out there now that will do this for any of its members. ONPASSIVE is doing it for us because it has a heart for us. And so your only worry, if there is such a thing for you to be concerned about, is you coming up with that first two entrants, one as a founding member and the other as a customer once the door opens. This means that you will never need to worry about the monthly subscription. The company has a system that allows them to deduct the next month's subscription from our commissions earned from customers they place under us. This is unheard of in most companies around the world. And like I said, we have two wallets, the funding wallet and the O wallet. Before payout of commissions, it should be noticed that founders and customers will have to complete a KYC. And KYC stands for Know Your Customer. Ensuring your correct identity is very important. Use an ID or a passport number, as well as a facial recognition, will be required to activate our O wallet account. And this is where our commissions will be paid out in real time to us. So it will do us well to have our KYC activated in the company, as it is with all other companies around the world. They are asking to know your customer. ONPASSIVE will have every product, tool, and services we will ever need to be successful in our business, online or offline, all done for us. All we need to do is set it and forget it. It's just like a self-driven vehicle. Set it and forget it. ONPASSIVE gives us the ability to build our wealth. It is not trying to detract from us. It's empowering us to build our residual income for life. And we can watch it just keep growing and growing and growing. We can, with that ability and empowerment, begin to build our family dynasty for generations to come. It is our desire, my desire, I know, is to build a legacy that I can be proud of when I look back at what I would have done coming along in this company 5 to 10 years from today. So I highly recommend for all of you who are new, who have not understood what this company has been all about, to take time and thank the person who told you about this incredible company. And you need to get back with them right away because they have invited you to an opportunity to allow you to register using their link to become a founder like them in this great ONPASSIVE company today. And you're going to thank them for a lifetime when you would have seen and understood what it is they really got you a part of. Co-founders ONPASSIVE is here to stay. And I encourage you to view it that way, build it that way, trust it that way, because it gives you every reason to place your hope financially in this company. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee you that. I thank you kindly for listening to me. And I now open for questions or any concerns to that matter in which we would have discussed. Thank you kindly. Anyone care to share, comment, or maybe just encourage? Okay. So that is the gist or the information leading to this great company, and I trust that we all will take it. Also, we can share it, share the information piece with those who would want to know more about the company and understand a little bit more about what it is that we have to offer them. So let's put our shoulders to the wheel and share it as we go along our daily routine. Please excuse me, but for a minute, I'll be right back shortly. Okay. The Bahamas team build is doing quite well, and we are happy in its steady and continual growth. We are happy to know that many of our brothers and sisters, our family members, our friends are beginning to take the ONPASSIVE co-founders company serious. This is a company that is going to soon become a household name. It is being felt among many nations. Many nations are excited about this company and is excited about what it has for their future. This is like rain on a good, calm day that waters the earth. And that is now bringing hope to people who once lost their fire, their drive, their will to succeed, and their passion to get along financially in this world. There are many, many webinars employing people from all walks of life to enter the doors of ONPASSIVE. There are many high officials now looking at ONPASSIVE because it is now gained the attention of the global world. It just cannot be stopped. And only God himself can stop this. But God has created it, allowed it to come forth in full strength. Whether or not you and I does anything in this company still will succeed. This company will still become the unicorn company that it is destined to become. And so we are very, very happy to know that we are a part of this great company. And I say to all, slack not your writing and your belief in building your Go Found This ONPASSIVE company, because it is building a legacy for us. And it is carrying us into the paths of our financial destiny that we could have never dreamt possible going alone by ourselves. And we could have never found even within the borders of our own country that we live in. So let's take this and let's make it count. Let's not drop the ball with doubt, disbelief, and impatience, but let us continually build this company as our financial and physical life somewhat depends upon it succeeding for us. I have no other company that I can rely on like this company. I see no other company that I can rely on like this company. I'm sure that there are good companies out there, but every one of them, I've put them shoulder to shoulder with ONPASSIVE, and I can see the cons and the pros of every one of them. And the majority of them does not even stand a chance with the comparison of benefits the way ONPASSIVE is benefiting me and giving me the opportunity to be benefited. For example, if I'm a part of a company and it's requiring me to pay a monthly due, and for some unforeseen reason, I got sick, I'm not able to work, and I lost my job, or not, I haven't even lost my job, but I have time off of my job, and the monies are not coming there enough to meet the monthly payment to that company. Do you really think that the company will forgive me and have mercy on me? To allow me to bounce back into my health and strength and then come back later and pay them? No, they might shut the door in my face. But I'm going to tell you this, whatever you're planning ONPASSIVE, it takes root in an astronomical way. Knowing that whatever happens financially, if you had already secured your position in ONPASSIVE, and if you have already opened up that door of activation for as a customer in ONPASSIVE, making those 2 first payments, you have locked yourself in for an automatic success. And nobody can take it away from you. That is what I love about this company. Thereby, it has given me the ability to boldly and confidently go out there and introduce all whom I have the ability to encourage to join this company. ONPASSIVE now becomes a mission to eradicate poverty, needs, and lack of many people. This is a company that is going to change the dynamics of this 21st century for us. Inflation will come, and we will have no needs to worry about the inflation, the high cost and rise of living. Why? It's because we have already secured ourselves in a company that produces residual income for us and growing daily, perpetually. So it's good that we position ourselves and we have caught the vision early. And you and I are going to talk much about it as we begin to experience and feel the effects of it, of how it's going to change our lives. So I want to encourage you, my beloved brothers and sisters, hold on, hold out. We have about 10 more minutes leading to the end of this webinar, and I'll use those 10 minutes to give you an opportunity to share. Okay. So if there is not no sharing, I think I would have covered all the grants in which I needed to share tonight. And I hope for those who will be viewing this webinar will take serious what we are saying and make the information count, shared with family and friends, neighbors, and even take it to heart to be serious as a catalyst leading into your future. I want to take this time again to thank all of you founding members, you lovely founding members. I want to say thank you kindly again for walking along and patiently going through all the months leading up to this great history breaking and making of this great company. Thank you for your patience and your time with me. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your motivation. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your friendship. We are all in this together. We are in it to win it. And the new slogan coming out now saying that we are so in it to win it because of all of the trials, the testings, and all in which we have already amassed, that we have created this big, momentous, humongous giant of a company called ONPASSIVE. Committee members will get together and we'll begin to share and begin to put our thoughts together. So as the world begins to swing back into a normalcy or some normalcy of its financial dealings, we couldn't have positioned ourselves in a better time to meet our future with all of the changes that's going on. And we are happy to know that there is a company out there that is waiting for us 24/7 and causing great things to happen. So let us continue to rest our trust in that hope. And then we will see that our trust and belief in it is well rewarded. I thank you all again, and I bless you, and I pray that you all will have a wonderful evening and continue to share your GoFounders Unpassive company. That being said, I will now call this webinar to a close, but I want to end it by a word of prayer. Now, you know, most persons don't do this, but I have elected to do it because I believe in my God. And I believe that He is the God who gives me blessings on every end, and that He is the one who is responsible for all things. Others may not do it in their webinar, but this is the Bahamas. We are built and founded on the principle of trusting our God. And for anyone who has a doubt in that or who has no belief in our God, we do not criticize you in any way. But if this offends you, we'll also ask that you could please kindly leave at this time while we close out in a word of prayer. Our gracious God and Father, hallowed be your name and glorious is your name. Father, we love and ever praise you and thank you and magnify your name. We declare, Father, that there is none beside you, that you is the only true and everlasting, powerful, living God. We ask, dear Lord, that at this time, that you will bless all of the loving Go Founders and Unpassive families that are scattered around this world, Father, but in particularly those within the realms of the Bahamas, Father. Every Bahamas Go Founders team member, Father. We ask that you will bless them and bless their homes, bless their children. God, we so thank you for this company in which you have given unto us called the ONPASSIVE Go Founders. We thank you, Father, because we realize to know that it's not by chance that we have came upon it, Father. It's by your divine provocation, Father, that has led it into our presence. For everything, Father, is in your time and sequence and purpose. So, Father, as we put our trust in you, we know, God, that you will not disappoint. We thank you again for God unfolding before our eyes the magnitude of the growth of the people, God, that is entered into this company. We continue to cover Mr. Mafara, cover his family, God. We continue to cover and lift up all of the founding members around this world and all of the leaders, Father, that plays a pivotal part, Father, in the growth of this company. We thank you, Father, for their energies. We thank you for their faithfulness. We thank you for their belief and their trust in you, Father, and to do, Father, those great things in which you have mandated to be done in this company. God, we await patiently as the bell will ring for this door to open. But we know, God, that many lives will be changed and is even being changed right now. Thank you again and praise you, Father, evermore. We thank you for bringing those, God, who would have been sick, bringing them through their time of dilemmas and their infirmities, Father. We thank you ever so more, Father, because you touched them, and now, God, they are revived. They are feeling healthy and strong again to go on. We continue, Father, to grieve for those, Father, who would have lost loved ones along the way as we journey towards our success. Husbands, mothers, wives, Father, children, brothers and sisters, and all of the likes, Father. We know, God, that they are, even as they are absent from this body, they are present with you. God, for those who believed and trusted in you. Thank you again. We bless and praise you, Father, for what we are about to experience, even going into our future with this great company. We bless and we grace you, Father, for blessing and gracing us, even in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Thank you again, beloved founding members, and I say very, very happy good night to you. And may you all enjoy a good night's rest, even in the Lord. I love you all. Good night.
Yeah, good night, everybody.